Alright, thumbs up.
Ready, guys?
Let's do this. Leroy Jenkins!
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Kuma with the Gamerz Haven. How are you all doing? We are waiting on people, but we could still play Stream Raiders, but in the process of waiting. But let me jump into the Pathfinder voice chat. I don't know of any word yet, but welcome, Professor Sir. How's it going? I found out what the issue was. Somebody turned up my gain on my mic. Alright, so let us do that then. We'll place our troops. Hi, Sherry. What's up, the big stonk? Probably one of the kids. But it's alright, we got it all fixed. We figured out what the problem was with the gain. Hey Luna, how's it going? Hey Roxy. Alright, so let's close that out and reload it. We're waiting for everybody to show up. Dungeons & Dragons, yes. But first, we'll play some Stream Raiders on the side, waiting for everybody to show up. Yay, it's a Kumo! Ooh, it's the boss battle too. Danger, danger, Rail Robinson, danger! Let us throw a. We'll throw a. What will we throw here? Woot! Alright. So we're just waiting. And I need to adjust because that's not me. I'm over here. Ha 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 ha. We're getting it fixed. Hi, how's it going? What is up? What is up? You're fine. No, you're understandable, man. Oh. But hey, congratulations. Everybody say congratulations in chat. Everybody say congratulations. Noe Phoenix Games is now a proud papa. Woot! Big Stomp says, congratulations. Man, these books are heavy. Are they? You need to buy me a set there, Controller Hog. Welcome, welcome. But I'm glad the mom and the baby and you are doing well. Yeah. Aw. What's up? Oh.
I wasn't sure either.
I forgot to unmute the auxiliary 2, which has my Discord. So yes, Nobody heard a word you guys said.
Good.
Oops.
You sound like a crazy man.
I always sound like a crazy man.
Yeah, I
That's my
thought about what I
secret.
said. I was like, nothing out of the ordinary.
If you're not crazy, you're not normal. What?
What?
What's normal?
A rare thing
Here
indeed.
it's a type of sandwich.
Doesn't sound very tasty.
Crunch, crunch.
Oh shoot!
Hey.
I'm running out
Yay,
of time.
Zero!
Zero's here too.
Yay!
I got home like 3 minutes ago.
Sweet. Well, I logged on about 3 minutes ago too, so you're good.
Do you need to go to the bathroom or anything?
No, I'm okay.
We can hold off a couple more minutes.
Watch out for your soda, Professor.
Yeah.
It's just like, do you need to go to the bathroom? Because I certainly sure don't.
Warning you all, don't play any ACDC.
No,
Yeah.
we learned our lesson there.
It
AC
blocked it worldwide.
AC/DC is illegal, you know.
It's a very touchy subject.
I know.
All right.
Does Professor have water? We have to wait an hour if he doesn't. That's what I told.
I got almost a whole gallon sitting next to me. I'm fine.
Sweet.
Almost a whole gallon. No, that'll last about an hour.
Usually lasts me a couple days.
Okay. How's everybody been? What you guys up to? What had happened last game?
Stuff and things. Uh-oh. Nobody saw that.
Somebody almost died.
I was trying to move a window and I missed.
Oh, whoops.
I was trying to move a window, but then I missed.
And that's what happened last time. Well, that's cool. We're all here. I hope you guys are doing fine tonight. All right.
I'm doing excellent. Excellent.
Well, that makes me happy.
I'm doing all right.
I just got off from work, so I'm in my I just got off of work mood, so just give me a little bit. Let me catch up to not being at work.
He left his brain at work. Or maybe he left it at home. He just has to install it? I don't know.
Recomputing, rebooting.
Yeah.
We got updates I gotta install. Just give me one. Just give me a couple minutes.
That's what I said. If you need like 5 or 10 minutes, we can just hang
See,
out
I
here.
fixed
and
everything.
that's it.
Now you can barely hear me. How about this? Does this work now? I found out what the problem is with my mic earlier, by the way. Somebody turned up the gain.
Oh,
Yeah, that's why everybody was hearing like, "Oh my god, why does it sound so loud?" Yeah, somebody turned up the gain.
dang it, Wreck-It Mal.
Somebody did. I don't know. Oh, now I have to. Why am I last? Why am I last? That's weird. Now I have to move my stuff again.
So annoying.
That's like when you came in, Kumo. Your avatar actually went over mine.
Interesting.
I had to refresh to fix it. I don't know why I did that, but
There,
All right. Normally, you guys should be able to see my webcam right now.
You blame
Normally.
Zero?
I only see the ominous storyteller avatar, and that's all I see.
All right. Well,
Excuse me.
well, I did as much as I can on my side, so
Hey, reconnect.
you guys are gonna have to go and.
Oh, now I see it.
I can see you.
I don't know why I can't
Yay!
see anybody. I don't understand.
Well, you can't see me because OBS doesn't like to share.
Alas.
Can't see me because I don't have a camera
You should get one. It'd be amazing.
someday.
Someday.
You're like,
This is not this day.
yep, blame
I'm-
Zero. Since, Red
But
Dragon
it is not this day. All right. I normally should have enough stuff on made on the roll 20 right to cover tonight's happenings. But if not, please forgive me. I just say that I've had a busy week. Haven't necessarily been able to be on roll 20 that often. But I did what I could.
Just
Totally
I did what I
stuff
understandable.
up. It's fine. We're still
know-
holding
I-
on.
What in the
know it's-
world have you been doing all week? Jeez.
Going home, traveling between home and a hospital.
Been sleeping all week.
Oh, well, I just worked like 3 16-hour days.
Nothing there.
And a 14-hour day, maybe, and then, yeah.
All right. Well, it seems like we're all here. We're all as ready as we can be. So how about we just hop right into it?
Yay!
Let's see here. Professor,
Yes.
what would be Amethyst's first let's see first impressions of Kireji?
Kireji?
First impressions, just what kind of person does he seem to be at face value?
At face value.
First
Um,
glance, anyway.
He seems like a real softie who gives off a kind of fake bad boy persona to try to protect himself.
Interesting.
Cool. Zaya, how would you quickly describe Emma?
Emma. Well, worships a false god. I mean, is very
So
faithful
what-
to. Excuse me. Let me rephrase that. Very faithful to her god.
Here comes the religious debates, guys. Okay, here we go.
I don't think anyone will question that.
She seems very kind and willing to help out others as long as it aligns with her god's needs.
All right.
Hold on, I gotta mute my music. It's really overlapping with
Oh, I'm sorry.
what's happening. There we go. Alright, we're good.
Yeah, I'm gonna lower the volume too.
Emma, you there?
Ham! I think he actually.
Oh, yeah, I'm here. I was just.
Hey. Emma, what do you think of Barrett Greaves so far?
The merchant?
Barrett Greaves.
He's really flashy. And
Too flash.
based off of the thing that happened, she kind of thinks he's an idiot. B
You
probably
dying doofus?
doesn't know what he's doing. Kind of gets like a Gilderoy Lockhart vibe from him.
Ooh, that is a good. I like
That's
that.
a good comparison. Yeah, me too.
As an aside, Kireji wants to beat the shit out of him.
Fair, fair.
Yep.
A fair reaction. All right. Well, when last we left our heroes, they were not necessarily bloodied and wounded, but they. Oh wait. 1 second, guys. Emergency. Be right back.
Oh, that's
okay. Good luck.
Yep. Hopefully everything's okay.
Yep, yep. How's everybody doing? How's everybody been? What do you guys have any plans for this weekend?
I'm working.
I'm
Working?
I'm vegetating.
Vegetating. That sounds fun.
Well, just sleeping
Yeah. Understand that.
Don't really have plans this weekend.
and gaming. That's pretty much it.
I started a game and let me see if I can get a quick picture of it real quick. Okay.
Be just a minute, guys. The DM had to step away, but he will be back momentarily.
Yeah, it's not like he has a wife that just gave birth 2 days ago or anything. Right?
Completely all right. If you want to, you can play some Stream Raiders while we're waiting. Here's the link, guys.
Oh boy, Stream Raiders. Is that like Tomb Raider, but
No,
streaming?
it's like you place troops and you battle. What's up, Christina? How's it going? I'm doing good, doing good. It seems like I got all my sound issues fixed after somebody I didn't realize somebody messed with my Blue Yeti mic.
Okay. I started a game of Legend of Grimrock using all our characters.
That's cool.
I've heard
Supposed to
about
the-
that game. I never tried it though.
It's pretty fun. It's a little limited in the character like
Development.
element. Well, at least the first one is. The second one's a lot better. But Kireji is a unarmed user, of course. He just punches things. Amethyst is an earth mage. My character is a fire mage. And then Zaya focuses on armor. I'm assuming.
Interesting.
She wears like heavy armor, doesn't she?
No, she just wears a breastplate right now. It was too
okay.
too costly to buy a full piece of full
But
plate.
she's going to though.
Eventually maybe, because that full plate slows you down a lot.
True. Yeah. Well, so far in game, she can't even really wear light armor yet, but she does use a mace, so.
A Morning Star.
And yeah, well, same thing.
No, it's not. Mace
It's in the
Morning
same. It's in the same skill tree.
Who are we battling tonight? We don't know. We don't know yet. The DM had to step away for a bit, but I'm sure the DM has some stuff up his sleeve.
We are battling
This
against
this time will be two.
board.
This time will be 2 pinchies instead of 1.
I don't know there, Zachary. I don't really watch the views. But probably YouTube. Probably YouTube.
Oh man, this is stunning. You're gonna love this CheapPopMan.
Are you drawing Kireji?
Maybe.
Are you drawing him as a teddy bear?
Give me just like another maybe 5 minutes.
No, that's fine.
Know,
Perfect. That'll give me time to finish this.
sorry. Yeah. Anyway.
No, that's fine. No, I try not to pay attention to views because it just I don't know it.
That's one of the worst things you can do. I think.
Yeah, because it tends to make people mad or not want to stream anymore when you're streaming and you see the count at 0. It's kind of discouraging. Alright. So if you come into a stream and you just go on without thinking about views or even looking at views, you'll always be speaking to somebody in a way. And I'm speaking with my hand, yes.
Yeah, if you stream, you basically have to pretend you're in an insane asylum. There may not be
Yeah.
people listening to you.
Well. No, we're slowly building up on D Live and Mixer. We got about 700 followers on 760 on Twitch, and 2,700 on YouTube. Those are just Whee!
Ba-ching.
All my Zelda notifications going off on my phone.
Yeah, I didn't know if you were like playing in the background or something.
No. All my notifications on my phone are Zelda.
So Kuma, are you happy with Goku's look and the?
That was funny. That was great. I have no idea where he got his name from. Had me
Just
rolling.
the more you think about it, it's like Goku. He was also a monk. He's also a monkey. A monkey.
Yeah.
Was
y'all
that-
love it. A
was that-
monkey.
Was that homebrewed into Pathfinder First Edition, or?
That was one of the offshoots. One of the what's the word I'm looking for?
One of the side books.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
I can't think of the actual name for it.
One of the expansions?
Thank you.
Yeah, that's
Expansions.
pretty much what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember the name of it. I just know it is a monkey and there's rat. I think it's called Rat Folk.
Yep, rat folk.
Although I didn't mention that in the video, I just called him a rat man. I meant to call him a rat folk, but I forgot.
Oh, I thought you were just calling him a rat to insult him for kicking somebody down the stairs.
Well, he wasn't. He was kind of nice, kind of mean if you got under his skin.
Yeah, he could stab people with his bayonetta.
A man of extremes.
True, controller hog. And hey there, how's it going? Didn't know you were there. You should be worshiping him. Yeah, Veneras. They're actually called Veneras in Pathfinder.
Bread? They're called bread? Panera?
Veneras, not Panera.
No.
Yeah, no. It's canon now, just like the banana water.
And apparently the Tarandi sauce.
Randy sauce.
What came first, the sauce or the nickname?
I don't know. Good question. I'm assuming the nickname.
That means one of our characters must have gone off and became a cook and sold a line of sauces.
Well,
Or that robot on the ship did.
possibly. Whee! True, true. Yep. We did ask him for kickbacks. You just didn't hear us. It was remember? Remember? Yum.
If I'd have known I was gonna have this much time, I would have spent more time on base lines.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you can.
Oh well, makes it more entertaining this way.
All right, you guys have any good jokes besides my face?
Your face is so ugly. Your green
Why
beard
didn't,
is ugly. Makes it uglier.
Why didn't Kireji win the world's biggest ham award in Ospian?
Why?
Because you can't win 2 years in a row.
Wah 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 wah.
I got the button for you. Wow. I could dig into my list of dad jokes.
Why was the couch afraid of the chair?
Why?
Because the chair was armed.
Oh.
No.
Let's see.
All right, everybody, prepare for excellent art.
Excellent art.
Excellent. All right. Let's see where there he is.
Uh-oh. Oh my gee, that is amazing art.
Yeah, A+.
Can I ask what happened to his leg though? Why it's
That was part of the. I thought I had 5 minutes. That's why his head looks a little bit better than his legs and arms.
I thought it was the skiing accident that he had.
Oh my jeez, that's great.
That's awesome.
If I could show you guys, I would. That's great.
The foot emoji and his foot is uncanny.
He was a stunt double for Gollum from Lord of the Rings.
Yep. This is what happens when I don't redraw my lines and I rush.
Why are hallways in psychiatric hospitals called hallways? Shouldn't they be called psychopaths?
Mm.
Just trying to kill the time. Okay, you're done. Oh, I got more. I got more. I made a playlist for hiking. It has music from the Peanuts, the Cranberries, and Eminem. I call it my trail mix. He managed to go with that in 2018. Ah, that's great.
Didn't see that either.
Yeah, we're dead. Alrighty. Just waiting on No Phoenix Games to get back. Slurping down the Mountain Dew. Whee! All right. Just listening to relaxing music, having fun, just chilling out. You guys have any plans for this weekend, chat? You already did them? You got a pretty good deal on that that set right there. I plan on streaming all day, all night, and then probably some tomorrow. But I have to go back to work tomorrow night, so yeah, that's amazing. Controller Hog got the special edition of the second edition Pathfinder rules for like $50 and
In book form.
in book
Yep.
form, yeah, like hardback,
Non-plagiarized for him.
not plagiarized. Mm-mm.
All right. She's calling mom right now. We'll see what happens after that. So far, there's no need to like rush to the hospital or something like that.
Oh, that's good.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, we'll see what happens. I mean, she just got like this immediate and sudden discomfort. I'll stay alert and see if anything else needs to be done.
Okay, that's fine.
Do
As
whatever,
far
you,
as-
do,
Go
it,
ahead.
do whatever you got to. Is
Mm-hmm.
It's still pretty ironic that as soon as I said, just as we left our heroes,
yeah.
uh, all right. Well,
Real life's
think-
more important than gaming life, so if you
Yeah.
need to take off, you take off.
Yep.
yeah.
yeah.
Thank you very much for your understanding.
Mm-hmm. you take care of you and yours.
Also,
Yeah.
check Pathfinder. Maybe that'll cheer you up a bit.
Yep. Absolutely.
That's a beautiful. What is it?
That's the boss right there.
That's great.
That's pretty funny.
Alright.
All right, for now, I think I'll be playing with like one ear open, just to make sure that I don't miss her call. If
That's
you
fine.
know, if
Mhm.
right now she's calling mom. Okay. Dare I say it? When last we left our heroes. Okay, we made it past that.
So far, so good.
Yes. You had all just defeated a weird creature that kind of transformed from what seemed to be a very sickened person, a very sickened man, just suddenly this malformed creature seemed to have just suddenly appeared from him, and amidst the chaos and screams of all the crowds who were trying to escape the tent, you guys jumped in and defeated him. While Barrett Greaves, stricken by fear, also managed to uh, uh, get to safety and leave through the tent to who knows where.
He wasn't
And
stricken with fear. He just heroically went to go get the guards.
1 second. Yeah.
And then
Yep.
just got sidetracked and never came back.
1 second.
That's fine.
Okay.
Cheers. Y'all fun?
It's like, I will heroically venture forth and get the guards while you distract the beast.
I will heroically claw my way through dirt on the floor in order to get out from underneath this tent.
Screw heroically. I'm running the away. That's basically what he said. It's like, ah! All this false grandeur.
You can just hear this ugly crying kind of echoing throughout the town from the person who ran away from outside the tent.
Alright, there might be some small interruptions
No, you're
here
fine.
and there. Alright, so after those events, the guards managed to sway a path through the crowd and enter the tent. And we will begin our game about 30 or 40 minutes after we finished last game. We are now currently in the middle of the military district in basically what is the soldiers' headquarters, the guards' headquarters.
Okay.
And you are all basically in what is not a interrogation room, but like the main room of the office.
It's the guest interrogation room.
You know,
True.
now that you think about it that way, it is you four, and basically the some guards brought you here saying that you guys need to talk to the captain of the guards. She will definitely want to hear about this. So they all brought you here, waiting the captain of the guards. So it's just you four for now, and this is where we begin.
Did we bring back any of the parts of the guy or the gray zombie thing, or we just leave it there at the tent? Because we might
That's
want
up to you.
examine that body.
I wouldn't say we're gonna get much of a look at that right away.
I left some flowers on it. No, they're gonna turn into zombie flowers.
There were a few of the guards who quickly surrounded the body and tried to they were going to basically bring it to the magical department to see what the heck that is, and bring in some of the magical health experts to try and determine what the heck is this
Yeah.
thing.
Well, I certainly don't recommend that they eat the evidence.
Yeah, that'd probably be a bad idea.
You know, might want to avoid that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Might
whatever
go well
they
with onions, though.
Well, If it is, Kireji wouldn't know.
I would never find out.
Yeah.
I don't. You don't suppose that they think we had something to do with that, did you? Do y'all?
No.
I think they're just really worried about what just happened and just want answers.
We were the key witnesses to the event, so they'll probably want with the facts of what happened.
Oh, I've seen things go about like this before, and they tend to just point fingers at people. I really hope y'all are right.
To say as little as you can possibly get away with.
I'm sure you're pretty good at that.
Short jokes.
I'm staying out of that one.
Do you just have a list of short jokes pulled up?
I can't help it that like Amethyst just happens to use the words little and short in like 90% of her conversation.
That's great.
All right. Well, with all
Well,
that being said,
while I'm waiting, I'll do my preparations to gain my focus back.
all right. About 4 or 5 minutes pass before you see the door leading to another room. The guard captain's office, basically. And the door opens, and the captain of the guards walks out. Guard captain is a woman who is in a fine green and golden hue of a metal armor. She got gauntlets and the breastplate and all that. She has short, say, neck length, yellow blonde hair with a wearing a blue scarf, and she has the logo, not logo, but the East Wall insignia on at the very front of her scarf and breastplate. And you can see her just walking towards you guys. And she sits down in front of you and she
Good
goes,
day.
"All right. Thank you guys for being here. I am the captain of the guards. My name is Valera.
Oh,
Hey, Saint
she
Dorm!
looks different.
Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Gamer's Haven. You are the newest gamer.
So, would you mind running me through what exactly just transpired in that tent? I heard a bit from rushed words from my panicked officers, but I think that you guys will do a better job of telling me what exactly transpired.
Well, the owner of the tent poured this liquid into the stricken male's mouth, and he completely transformed into this hideous monster and started attacking people. Basically, that's what happened.
And then we had no choice but to dispatch of it.
And let me tell you, that thing stunk. It did.
Oh, I don't want to go back there.
We should probably examine the body and find out what made it do that. And what the malady is of this
That feller, what was his name? Barrett Greaves? Barrett Greaves said it had something to do about some affliction in the West.
What exactly before he, like you said, splashed the liquid on him? Like, what was he saying before that? Like, what Was that supposed to do something? What
It was supposed
was
to
he trying
cure
to
him.
do?
He was trying to cure him, but it didn't.
It had the opposite effect.
It had the opposite effect. He said he's gotten with the highest wizards in the land or something like that, and it was supposed to cure him. But I'm not sure if that's exactly what it did. It didn't do that. It did far
So-
from that.
It sounded like the work of a charlatan to me.
Is Amethyst okay? She went really silent after I made that short joke.
She's just staring daggers into your soul.
Yeah.
Very short daggers.
Okay, I was just
One
thinking.
more level before Hylindian Lodge spell.
I guess in this case it'd be Tumtex, so.
Dang. Okay. No mercy. So
Trying to figure out which umbrella to stab you with. Oh, that's great, Controller Hog. Welcome back, Luna.
So, as you guys described to her what happened, but also what he talked about beforehand, she claps her hands and she says, "Yeah, yeah, okay, I'm seeing what's happening here. You see, yesterday, Barrett Greaves came to us and asked us permission, basically, to host the big event outside." And what you guys are telling me does not concord with what he told us. And so, you, sir, what you talked about him being a charlatan, I'm starting to think that that is indeed what we just came across. You see, he came to me saying that that it was all that his whole show was for entertainment and thrills and a touch of horror. He mentioned that uh, uh, he didn't mention all of that sickness thing, but he he talked as though it was simply part of his show, uh, uh, just like the act that he was playing that fit in the story of what he was doing that night. And he mentioned that the person that would be accompanying him, that would be in, I believe, a cage, if I'm wrong, was did he have a cage with him?
Yeah, a cage,
Yes.
and then the guy was in the
Yes.
cage.
Yes, yes. He mentioned that it was that person was his stage assistant, and that he would be simply in makeup and and uh, and basically dressed as though he was playing a very sickened man.
Oh.
Oh.
What you guys are telling me is that either he played his role a bit too well, or something happened that that he may or may not have been aware of.
Do you think we're gonna need to quarantine people?
Right now, right now, the town is a bit in a uproar. I believe all of the officers and all the guards right now are busy trying to calm people down. What did you guys say that he? What did he name that sickness?
Gray malady.
Gray Melody, yes.
Gray malady. Did he talk about what were the physical what kind of manifestations did this thing have? Or like what did his uh assistant look like?
Well, he looks all gray to me.
He looked great, and he looked like he had bumps on his body.
And then he
Oh
wasn't.
goodness, he would not shut his trap about that thing and what he was going on about. You see, I went there as I was promised a circus, and there was no circus. There were no performers, there were no animals. It was just a big boring man in the middle of a stage talking about a sick man and his grayness and his scaliness and how ugly it was. And something about, oh, what is that little town? Weaver Town. How he got this person from Weaver Town.
Oh.
Yes, so that's where he claimed the other person was from, or the person that we ended up fighting.
See, I'd file a formal complaint about him, but it seems like you already have your hands full right now, and I'm hoping you persecute this man for the trauma that he put me and the rest of the crowd through.
Well, not only that, he might be putting the town in danger.
No, I wouldn't go that far. I figure the man for a bit of an idiot, but I don't really know if he's that much of a charlatan.
Charlatan, look at this dress! Look at my torso!
Regardless, he
If Lady Xenia hadn't healed me with her magic hands, I would still be bleeding out right now, and my dress would be ruined.
Oh, but you're fine. You can't tell me that's the first tussle you've been in.
That's not the point. I went there for a night of joy and happiness and watching jugglers and performers, and what I got was attacked by some zombie creature in the middle of a stage.
Well, the way I see it is you're fine and we're
And
all
you, this is the last time I'm letting you make plans for the evening.
Okay, okay.
Well,
Please, lady.
I apologize for their outbursts, but needless to say, we're all pretty peeved about what happened.
I can see you did not get your money's worth of that event, and I believe half the town also did not.
wait, did we pay for this?
It's a figure of speech. So, what you guys are were telling me about this sickness, strangely fits quite well with other reports that we've started very recently to receive from other places, notably to the west, Weaver Town and further beyond. Reports of people acting more than odd, and the word gray often appeared here and there as well. Now, I don't know if this Barrett guy was actually in on this or was actually hoping to simply make money off of this, off of the current rumors. But suffice to say, he it's thanks to him that the event of this tonight happened, and something has to be done about this.
It really does seem like such a big ruckus for just one man.
We have to make sure the citizens are protected.
Look, I'll give to you this way. Currently, we have our hands full with the ensuing uproar of people who, if not already, are banging at our doors, terrified and panicked. My entire guard regiment is currently trying to maintain calm. There are, I'd say, two priorities that we're gonna have to look in shortly. First of all, we will need to find to see where Barrett ran off to. Since you guys told me that he fled the scene quickly, we will need to find him to see.
Did we pick up the vial?
To get to the bottom of this.
Did we pick up the vial that he had administered to this gentleman?
It is, yes, it is currently being analyzed right now as we
Okay.
speak.
So you said the
But, however, the other thing is that the reports that we received about this sickness starting to appear somewhere in the West, I believe these are two priorities of ours that that are critical at the moment, but that my team is currently not able to do since we have our hands completely tied up, completely full now. I hate to ask this, but you four are the ones who were thrown in the midst of this, unwillingly, I'm sure. Is there any possibility that you guys could be of assistance to us?
What is it that you're asking?
Well, there are two options. You could either try and follow the footsteps of Barrett to see what he knows, or to investigate what happened in Weavertown and beyond to the west of that. These are there are basically two roads that two paths that we should pick up on, two leads, and my team cannot do either of these tonight or tomorrow probably. Is there anything that you guys could be of assistance to us in any of those four, in any of those two options?
Well,
I'm all for tracking down Barrett myself. How about the rest of you?
Do you have any ideas of his whereabouts?
Well, he came to us from Weavertown, from the west. If I, from what you guys are telling me, I feel as though he would not try to return over there. He would probably try to flee the scene, as it were, and try to find a safe place to stay for a while.
we need to question him. We need to find out where if he made this potion and where he got it and what he knows. So we'll go after this this grievous guy.
I've got a question. Captain Belira, you said?
That question will have to wait 1 second, please. I'm sorry.
Okay, good.
Okay. Yep.
So I wonder if she dyed her hair blonde so she could have more fun. I'm just gonna go in to Pathfinder real quick. Let's see here. Where is it? Here it is.
Ah.
Oh man.
Oh, we're just discussing.
We're discussing very important things
Yeah.
behind the scenes.
Meow.
Yeah, don't let us catch you flat-footed or anything.
Topical.
I don't know, that picture of Kireji I drew, he looks kind of flat-footed on the one side.
Yes, on the one side.
He's not very sure footed there.
He's kind of looking skyward like he's been forsaken by all the gods.
Yeah.
Might have a few bones out of.
Wouldn't you think the same thing?
What?
Said if you looked like that, wouldn't you think the same thing?
Poor Kireji.
Yeah.
It's like kind of like a zombie. Oh, brains. Oh, my foot.
He's been infected with the gray malady.
It's,
Right. Changes its skin color to gray.
You're good at quickly changing skin colors.
I don't want to do that. I'm too lazy.
Yeah,
Well,
me too.
after working a few hours, yeah, you get that way. Hey, Pretzel, how's it going?
Pretzel.
Yeah, the Pretzel.
He always makes me hungry.
Hungry. What's up? We're waiting on the DM to come back. He had to take care of some business. What's up, Juan? How's it going?
Nice, good job.
Ah, nice try, though. There's no links allowed.
Yeah, Nintendo wouldn't approve of that.
Curses foiled again.
What's up, Dungeons and Dragons?
Hey,
And
how's it
driving.
going?
How do you do that? Play Dungeons and Dragons and drive at the same time? That'd be dangerous.
Yeah. It's pretty easy. You just mostly listen.
High risk, high reward.
Yeah.
I don't think Kuma realizes that's me.
I don't know if Yantu noticed it was you last night either.
He seems like he did, but I don't know.
You're disappointed by the lack of art right now? I mean, Kireji can work on his drawing skills and maybe fix his foot.
Maybe I am working on my drawing skills.
You got a job? Awesome.
Is that a Kireji
Can I see
self-portrait?
his foot?
What are you doing there, Pretzel?
Can I see his foot?
It's right over here. But hey, that's a lot better than I can draw. So even
He immediately cried out, "Don't look at me!"
Yeah, well, it's a, what was it, 20-minute Doki drawing?
They just keep SMJing me.
It was originally going to be a 5-minute drawing, which is why his feet are like that.
Yeah. Keep forgetting there's a stupid scar, which I hate scars. Never gonna use
What you playing there, bud?
partner.
Oh, fork knife.
Wow, we've been underestimating Amethyst here. She's 22.6 feet tall.
That
Yes, lady. What did you ask? I'm sorry.
You're the captain of the guard here, right?
Hi.
How much pull would you say you have in the city?
that's a donut bird.
Failed to see the point of your question.
I act as an agent of the god Cadenale, and I happen to notice a lack of representation in the church, the cathedral. And I was hoping that maybe as an act of kindness upon Cadenale's behalf, if perhaps I were to help in this matter of importance, that maybe you could convince them to allow some form of representation.
Oh, Rory, oh goodness! I'm face palming.
Oh, that's supposed to be Sparks, by the way. And then a donut bird. Close enough.
Good, weird gray donut bird.
Wait. I'll think about that answer.
Well, Cadenale awaits your answer. In the meantime, where is this Barrett Greaves? Where did he go off to?
Practice tuba. Else ate the tuba.
Perhaps he's praying to his god before I find him.
Maybe.
Depending on the story he has to tell, he might live, he might not.
He'll have to live. He'll definitely have to live because we have to question him. Then he'll have to pay for his crimes. I mean, he did put a whole city at risk. And if anybody else gets infected...
Oh, I wouldn't say he put a whole city at risk.
You know how fast diseases spread?
This is not something that should be taken a chance on.
He needs to be left alive because how much important information he probably has, especially about his hometown or where he came from.
Well, I said I would listen to what he had to say first.
I cannot say anything at all concerning that region of the city. I'm sure that if you're able to help us with this situation. I'm sure that those over in the Cathedral Square would be very glad to hear about your Cadenale. I've never heard of that at all. But normally, I found that helping, uh, uh, when you help somebody, they are more keen to hear what you have to say.
Well, that's good enough for me. Come on, everybody, let's go catch ourselves an idiot.
Don't we already have one? I mean, what?
So you've all decided to track down Barrett Greaves?
Yes.
That seems to be the unanimous decision.
All right. So right now, on me, I did not have much records of him, but my first guess would be to find out where he was at uh, last night, where he slept, in what inn. That would be the first guess, and after that, it's probably going to be a wild goose chase.
Woohoo! Well, I will use my diplomacy to see if I can find out any information around, searching around the tent and see where people might have spotted him at.
I suggest you use your diplomacy perhaps tomorrow morning. Right now it's late at night, and there is a horde of very frightened and panicked citizens running around Eastwall right now. I wouldn't even be surprised if there's fires right now being put out.
Or how about I try to help calm people?
Miss Belira.
Listen, I would never refuse someone who wants to lend a hand, and that's obviously not a problem.
What?
Should you wish?
Why
Yes.
don't you just tell them that it was all fake?
That's a lie.
They're not going to believe that.
I mean, it's
Um,
better that the people calm down than hurt either themselves or others. If they're really rioting this much, then. And as you said, Barrett did come to you and tell you that the man was actually just an actor and not really sick.
But you gotta keep in mind, if this disease starts to spread, they will not believe the government ever again.
That's a fair point.
what's
So
your
you're
name?
suggesting they lie to everyone for damage control to make themselves look better?
I didn't
Goodness.
invent government. That's just how it works.
Goodness. I didn't know you'd fit in so well with the nobility.
What's your name, lady, woman?
Which one?
You. You know who.
Zaya.
Oh, me?
Me?
The one with the
Delatea.
fire.
Oh.
Emilie Milliefleur?
Emilie.
Milliefleur. Yeah, that's right.
Yes. When someone is overcome with emotion, and that is what is driving their entire being, trying to talk logically and soundly has as much effect as as trying to hook up someone with their first date who doesn't want to.
Ha. Ha. Ha.
But I digress.
I think you fell
that-
flat on that one.
That is not the way that we will be running this situation here. we have to act fast and just act now before we have just a rampage going on in the streets. And trying to assemble everyone in a calm and orderly fashion to tell them that what they just heard, what they just seen with their own eyes, is actually not true and just a show of magic. There are better ways to handle this situation.
I will try to help out and calm the masses.
And
Is
I will
there-
also offer my services in the name of Cadenale.
And I'll call him along if only to deal with the guy who made this happen in the first place.
Well, I can't refuse that at all. Right. How about this? You guys, for tonight, I'm giving you the entire second floor. That's I've arranged so that you guys can rest there for the night. It's the entire second floor is yours. While we try to calm down town. If you guys want to help, feel free, for sure.
All right. Well, I carry my stuff on me just in case something happens. So I go out in the streets and I start if people here. Let's do this, and then my
Wah wah.
wah wah. But yeah, I tried to start talking to people.
All right.
We're gonna handle the situation.
I did more damage.
All right. The first few people that you find on the streets, um, you you try to talk to them, but it's obvious that they are that the only thing on their mind is trying to get out of here and just not wanting to listen to you. But you do find 2 or 3 people who actually who are able to hear what you're saying, and some also uh, recognize you as the one who jumped in the middle um, to defeat the creature, and and they uh, and they uh, listen to you, to what you have to say to them.
And then I asked them to spread the word that we're gonna handle the situation. If everybody goes out of the control, then it's gonna get worse. The situation's worse. So we need everybody to think about their loved ones. Think about the place they've lived for a long time. That you just need to sit still and calm down a bit and think things through.
All right.
Find your happy place.
All right. They thank you a lot, and they assure you that they will try and talk to those who are close to them and dear to them about what you said. Roll me a. Let's see here. You got a 14, a 6. Let's see what they group impressions. You can compare diplomacy check. Real 2 targets instead of 1. All right. That's good. Okay, so roll me a d20 and add the 14 and 6 to it.
So plus 14 plus 6.
Yeah. All right.
Well, there you go.
So throughout your discussions with a lot of these civilians throughout the next hour, I'd say, some are very thankful that you can talk to them, and they trust you, and and throughout all those, you end up being received, being gifted 28 silver from the villagers here and there who are thankful for your aid.
All right.
Not to be a copycat, but I would be doing something similar, maybe to people that aren't the same group of people that he's working on. A separate group of people. Maybe the other side of town.
What are you talking about? We just got here.
No, that works.
Except I'd be going about it slightly.
You had
differently.
already planned about doing that, so that's fine.
So what I would be doing is trying to get people's attention, using prestidigitation to make like sparks fly and try to get people's eyes on me. Really,
Make rat folk fly.
yeah. So sparks in the air and trying to get everyone's attention. Like
Okay.
everyone, like lend an ear. I've got something to say.
Are you gonna
Caden
sing?
Ale is watching upon you, and we're going to be taking care of the situation at hand. If you have any injuries, please come to me. I can heal them with Caden Ale's burning love.
All right. Well, why don't you roll me a I'd say probably a diplomacy also.
Okay.
Nice.
Good roll.
Good roll.
All right. So, throughout your discourse, you have around 10 people who stop and approach you. Many of them seem to have like bruises and cuts from trying to escape the tent where the massive crowd was just stacked onto one another. Many were pushed, many were shoved. A lot of them have these bruises on the shoulders and stuff like that. So when they heard that you could be able to heal them, then they were suddenly interested by what you had to say.
And I would say, form a line. I'll do what I can to help and start producing flame and treating the wounded. Said Caden Ale's light shines upon ye.
Can I just say that Amethyst would have followed her to make sure she didn't set anything on fire? Or problems? Based on what had happened in the church earlier in the day, she wouldn't quite trust her with a group of people in a rioting situation.
And I would also
Good
be
idea.
going around healing people too if they needed it too. So
Are those rolls what I think they're?
Maybe.
Okay, I was wondering if you wanted me to roll them or.
Okay.
you burn somebody to a crisp. Dun dun dun.
May the burning love of Cadenale.
Would that be in a black melody?
Barbecue.
All right. So the few people who have stopped to listen to your words, um, in fact, no. A lot of people who were walking and running near you guys saw you casting your flames on on some of the other citizens and saw that they were getting healed by you, and so by your demonstrations of healing and the fire, you got to attract more people around you who are also in need of these healings, of these healing powers.
Nice.
Um,
Regular heal spell can suck it.
now, I believe that you cannot cast your spells indefinitely, or am I wrong?
It's a cantrip.
Is it cantrip? Okay. Okay, good. Okay, cool.
I mean, it's not a huge heal, but
Right, yeah.
it
You,
is a cantrip.
you don't need huge healing for bruises and stuff. All right, cool. So, more and more people start to gather around you, eager to be healed, and you feel as though they would be. Well, roll me a society or a diplomacy check, or one or the other.
I'll do it. Diplomacy. Oof.
All right. With a 12, you feel as though a few of the people around you would be receptive if you were to tell them anything. Should you want to uh, encourage the crowd or help them, what would you do?
I would tell everybody that the light of Cadenale shines upon Eastwall and is looking over everyone who has been affected by this monster, and to let everyone know that he has been taken care of and that myself, an agent of Cadenale, along with some others, are currently working to apprehending the person responsible. That everything will be okay. No one is in danger.
Hey, Wither King, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the Gamers Haven. You are the
All right,
newest gamer.
Through the crowd, you hear a gruff voice, just shouting out, "Yeah, well, why couldn't you Cadenale come before this all happened?"
Well, Cadenale only cast his gaze upon thee who welcomes it, and I only just walked into Eastwall, so not very many people were receptive to Cadenale before that. At least that's what I think. He's the god. I don't know. They all work in mysterious ways.
All right.
Maybe he was just busy that day.
Ah, my jeez.
The gruff voice that shouted the question, you can hear him grunt and just like walk away, like, yeah, whatever. As if we need some other phony who claims he's all that. Um, but most of those who were healed by you already, they remained confident that you and your team have it under control.
Nice.
We
So that
passed
goes
our first
on.
deception check.
Yes. So those are things that happen for like the next hour or so, while you and all the guards are trying to corral the frightened villagers, basically. Kireji and Amethyst, is there anything you like to do in particular, or?
I think Reggie would like to ask Commander if she heard word of any suspicious people hanging about, and then you might know.
Well, we always have a register of shady people that that uh, we think could be suspicious of any kind of crime, really, but none that are related to the happenings of tonight,
Mm,
as far as we know, anyway. No, really.
If you happen to see any hooded figures with crow masks, I suggest that you deal with them as soon as possible.
Hooded figures with crow masks. You said?
Yes.
Me personally, no. Gee. You've taken me by surprise. No, I don't think I've seen recently a crow mask individual as of right now.
Well,
Maybe
uh,
someone else has, but if they did, they did not report it to me.
well then, I pray that you do not see them.
I think your best bet would be to tomorrow morning to uh, look around the tent site outside of town, since that is what was the main happening uh, of tonight, really. Um, Maybe someone left something on the ground by accident, or maybe there's a trace of something that we will definitely need to analyze the campsite as soon as possible, which will probably be tomorrow.
Very well. Just make sure that if you do see them, to notify the commander as soon as possible. They are a major threat.
Understood. I will make sure to notify myself.
Very well then.
Thank you.
And Amethyst would have a couple of questions for her before going to follow
Yes. Okay.
Emma throughout the crowds and such.
Yeah.
Miss, was it Valencia?
Valera, please.
Valera, Miss Valera. I was wondering if you could tell me in greater detail about just how far west you've been getting these reports of this gray
Oh,
malady.
let's see here. And she scatters the papers that were on the coffee table in front of her, and she reveals a map of the area. So she begins to point at first of all at Weaver Town, saying that all right, so that is presumably where Barrett got his assistant. So that's the first our first path. We especially received most reports from our people stationed at Lorinar's Pass, saying that people from the west, or even just creatures, woodland animals, and other monsters, have been exhibiting very odd behavior. And as you can see, west of Lorinar's Pass is mostly nothing but the mountains, and then you reach the sunken shallows up a little bit to the south, north. So, really, all we have to play with here is northwest of Lorinar's Pass. But it's odd because these sunken shallows have been basically inhabitable and off limits since it was destroyed, really.
And about how long ago was it that you first started receiving these reports? Presumably not taking them too seriously at the time.
True, although it is now my job to take everything seriously. Let's see here. First report would date probably to the the beginning of this week, I'd say about 6 or 7 days ago. That's
Is this
probably
when you received the first report here, or when the infection started spreading at Lorner's Pass?
we received our first report about 7 days ago. So probably the time it took for the report to get here might have things might have started happening earlier than that. That would definitely give Barrett Greaves the time to think about what he wanted to do and come all the way over here with a plan in mind. If he really is what we think he is.
Oh, thank you for your time. I'm sorry, my fiery companion is heading out, and I want to make sure she doesn't do anything rash out in the street. So, if you'll have time later, we'll have to discuss this further.
I'd like to imagine that as I'm going out, I'm just like, time to burn everyone.
Burn, baby, burn.
Gee, she definitely reminds me of someone. Just make sure she doesn't flap her wings a bit too much, eh?
Do monks learn a
Yes.
water punch cantrip at some point?
Yeah, well.
So you want to be the Avatar, basically.
Yeah.
Water bending, fire bending, earth bending. Here we go.
Should have asked if she's still flat. I mean, what?
And with
You
that, she
ask
would scamper
that
down
and
the stairs
you
quickly.
ask that, and you'll fall flat on your back. No, she's over it now.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
She has learned to accept who she is.
That's not what that picture says.
What can you get from that picture? Oh wait, the other one. Okay, the other one. Yeah. I see what you mean there. Okay. All right. So the hours passed. Um, you've done as much as you can. So why don't you all? Let's see. No. Zero. How about you? You. Let's see. You rolled a 12 last time. All right. You rolled a 12 and a 16. So let's see here. Give me 1 second. All right. So you feel as though a good half of the people that you talked to this evening, say about a good 14 of them, were open and interested to whatever this Caden nail you were talking about is.
Nice.
And some have given you a small amount of silver to say thank you for helping them and so let's see here.
That's
Roll a
great.
d20 and add a 12.
Okay.
All right, you gain 19 silver.
Hey, it's going into the church fund.
There you go. The first donations for Caden Nail.
So 19 silver is 1 gold, 9 silver.
That sounds right.
That's
10
correct.
silver is
Yes.
1 gold.
Yes, that's right. I've yeah. Okay, you're right.
Okay, church fund.
Nice.
1 GP, 9.
All right. So with those events done, you guys would do you guys head back to the office or what? It is now like 9 or 10 p.m. at night.
All right.
I think Kireji would head to the bar.
The bar.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Ooh, can you get valuable information there?
Yep, that's kind of why he's going.
All right. So Emma, okay. Whatever you gonna do over there.
Well, I think Emma finally lost her mind. Ahem. Oh,
All
wait.
right. Well, we can all safely assume that this whole kid nail thing was just dehydration or something, or dazed. She was high or something.
24-hour stupor.
Something's messed up with her.
You were hoping she outgrew that habit. Well, some people.
All right.
Some people
Um,
outgrow stuff. Some people, stay short.
All right. Kireji, you stop a nearby fellow who's in the streets, and you ask him where is the nearest inn, nearest tavern, nearest drinkery, and 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 he tells you, oh, sure, yeah. You take a left there, and straight down the road, and you will find the tavern of the Falling Wizard.
And just as I show up at the door, a wizard falls from the top floor.
The Falling Wizard. You can't miss it.
Mm.
Very well, thank you. I'll be on my way then.
All right. And just as you enter, someone else opens the door beside you, and this lady walks out, and bumps into you, and she apologizes. Oh, sorry. Didn't see
That's
that.
fine.
Oh,
That's fine. Don't worry about it.
oh, hey, yeah, you're the guy. Yeah. Thank you a lot for your help tonight. That was very appreciated. And she looks like that.
Oh, oh, no worries. Anything I could do to help.
Right. Thanks. So she walks out and leaves.
She looks familiar.
A little bit.
I just kind of shrug it off then, I guess.
All right. So in this tavern here, it is very alive, very in a uproar, I guess you could say. Lots of people talking loudly. Many are telling others with distress the current events of what happened tonight. And there's even and as you walk in, let me just get this. The problem is that the rhythm bot is trying to play my entire playlist and not just the one video. Dang it. So it says can't play more than 3 hours. Okay. Oh.
Oh,
Well, that's not gonna work. Rhythm bot. Rhythm bot.
out of rhythm bot.
Give us a song, you're the piano man.
You're
Give
the
us
rhythm
a
man.
song tonight.
All right, fine. There we go. All right, so yes, the place is in uproar. Many people are talking loudly, and they're not talking joyfully. Really, it's more like a panicked kind of atmosphere going on right now. As you walk in, one of the patrons looks your way, and he crosses his eyes a bit, squints his eyes, and he mentions towards you, "Hey, weren't you that one who was in the tent there? When all this when all this hell fell loose?"
Yes, I was one of the people fighting that monstrosity.
Thought you were. thought you were familiar. Hey, come here. Let me grab you a drink as thanks.
Oh, well, that's nice.
So he mentions towards the barkeep, and shortly after a nice tankard arrives at your place, and the other man raises his cheers. And he drinks a lot of it, and finally he lowers it down and says, "Ugh. Well, if it weren't for you guys, I don't know what would have happened, man. Crazy things have been happening lately around here.
Crazy things. By what do you mean? Aside from what happened today, of course.
Yes, well, I, yeah, I've been around here quite some time. I've made my life here, and especially in these big cities, you tend to see a lot of weird things happen, but you mostly brush them off. Just lots of odd cultures from many places of the world that are clashing here, so we often see weird things. But just since this past week, 2 weeks or so, it's been, more odd than it usually is. I mean, yes, today is the day of Nora, so, lots of happenings, obviously, lots of things going on. But I don't remember any previous day of Nora's being this odd. I don't know.
I must say this was a first for me too, but you gotta keep your wits about you in situations like that.
You don't seem from around here.
I am not. I hail from Kaining.
Excuse me?
Bless you.
It's a far off land.
No, I've heard of it, but I just thought that you guys never left your place. You guys never left home. You must be one of the first that I've seen from Kaining. Dang.
Yeah, normally normally Kaining, the people of Kaining stay where they're from, but I'm on a bit of a mission myself.
Well, this day just got a bit more weirder, didn't it? and he takes another swig. He says, well, between you and the three cloaked figures this morning, there's been some weird stuff lately. Wait till I tell my kids about this.
Three what? Sorry, I never got that last part.
Oh, I don't know if I didn't say anything. No, it's just the beer talking. As he
Please
takes
tell
another
me.
swig.
This is of great importance.
What? No, it's nothing. It's just these weird people. Don't worry about it. There's plenty of weird people here. I mean, now take a look at that guy over there. He's got the hat and stuff,
I see. Well, if it's all the same to you, what would it take to hear more about these weird people you're referring to?
He looks at the inside of his cup and starts to swirl it a bit around. And in a more hushed tone, he leans up towards you, and he tells you, "Oh, actually, make a you could probably go ahead and make a diplomacy check with that question."
Okay.
$16. All right. So he like I said, he leans forward and in a more hushed tone, he tells you that uh, this morning there were these three individuals who walked in, and they all seemed to act the same way and do the same things and have the same gestures at the same time almost, and it felt as though it was three minds just working together on a play or something. But the way that they walked around, it just felt very odd, and it gave off a negative vibe, basically. Uh, he, when this happened, he kept to himself, but he could see the three men talking to the barkeep, and um, but he had no idea what they were saying. He was too far away, and they were speaking in a low tone. Uh, the barkeep also looked a bit confused and odd, and the only thing that he mentioned was uh, he said that no, he has no idea what they're talking about. And with that, the three uh, men, robed men, they had these long robes with hoodies uh, on
You went through a whole bomb.
on the back.
Went through a whole bottle of
Uh,
Mountain Dew.
And so they started to leave the tavern. But then the man says that one of them threw a glance at him, and his and the robed man's eyes seemed to have like pierced to his very soul, and he felt like a chill just rising up inside him, and and that was just something that he never wanted to live again. Uh, uh, and he swears that it was not the ale that made him feel that way. It was really the man's look when he stared at him for just a second. But something was off about those three, but
Hey, Haven Adventure, how's it going?
once they left, he had no idea about what happened after that.
That is most troubling indeed.
Yes, most troubling, but hopefully with you having done what you did tonight, this town could start to go back to its normal weirdness, eh?
That is the hope. I appreciate that you told me this, by the way. Allow me to buy you around.
Ha! I knew I did good. All right. Anything to try and forget tonight.
Yeah, I think the more people that try to forget what happened, the better.
All right, good. And the more you stay there, the more he starts to ramble on about his current day-to-day events and the normal weird stuff that happens in these two, all about the different races and cultures mixing together and creating some odd interactions that he's seen throughout his years. Nothing of too much interest to the situation at hand.
Well, Kireji won't linger too long. He'll just kind
Okay.
of linger as long as is polite, and then kind of politely leave,
All right, good.
and kind of give like a kinding bow of respect as he's leaving.
All right, great. You'll be heading where after that?
I'll be heading back to the
All right,
military.
good. It's getting pretty late.
Yeah.
It's it's pitch black outside. The torches of the city light the streets, but you're able to find your way pretty easily back to the office.
Hey Eric, how's it going?
And as you arrive and oh wait, she's not there. You go up to the second floor.
We go up to the second floor.
All right, so like Valeria said, you guys have the second floor to yourselves for the night anyway, since all of the guards are out and about, making sure that no one takes advantage of the ensuing chaos.
Seems like you didn't tap my name there, Eric. I'm doing good. Hey,
And I assume that the rest of you are there as well, or once the calming down the citizens event was done, you guys went back, or
Yeah, probably.
yep.
all right.
It's late. I'm tired.
Upon
Yeah.
returning home, Amethyst would search in the kitchen for things to eat and drink.
All right, you find that it is a pretty well stashed place. This seems to be like the more or less some of the guards' common room, basically like an apartment.
Looks
Is
very
Amethyst's
familiar.
mother good cook?
Depends. How well will she roll?
I can try. to
That's
cook, but-
not something Emma would know, actually.
It's not. Okay.
No.
You
She's
mean
never
What-
been
what
in a
ki-
situation
what
to see
kind
that.
What kind of
Oh,
check would
okay.
that be for cooking?
1 second.
We'll find out after.
Break time!
he's going to cook real quick to figure out what skill required.
10 like hype with one of my mod count down from 10 and give out the 1,000 gamers tokens.
Well, give me 5 minutes since he's gone. I'm gonna use this time to go to the lavatory, so.
I'm just sitting munching on chips.
All right.
He's back!
Professor says he'll be right back.
Oh, him too. Okay. So how good is her cooking?
Not as bad as that one lady's.
Martha. No. Oh, that was just the tea. That was bad.
It's cooking as well.
She rolled a bit better than a 1 for cooking.
Would that be a survival check or?
Let's see. Let's take a look at what skills we've got here. We've got.
Well, nothing's attacked us so far, so that's good.
Would be a crafting check. Crafting food. Is that a
I
thing?
guess. I mean, there really isn't any skill check related to food and stuff like that.
Maybe
Alright, I'm back. Did I miss-
performance. Performing.
I would probably just do like a d20 plus, I guess, wisdom or intelligence.
Okay.
Simi. I'm surprised they.
Bless you.
Yeah, I'm surprised they don't have anything for cooking.
We need a detailed cooking system put into Pathfinder 2.0 immediately.
Oh no.
Well, she wouldn't be going in the kitchen to try to cook anything, just see if they had anything.
They'll make a new tab for recipes in the character sheet.
They have ramen noodles.
Ooh.
The DM, Snowy Things
I do
Game,
love
has
ramen.
come
See,
up
but
with the
that
maps
requires cooking,
themselves.
unless you just use
Some of them
Hot water,
are
yes.
already made. I I think this one was
Yeah,
made in
well,
RPG
I-
Maker.
Circle magic.
You find boxes of Fruit Loops and stuff like that.
Perfect for Amethyst.
What?
Oops.
But yes,
Whoops.
like you find you find food to your heart's content, both pre-made and not made. Yep. And with that, I'll be right back.
Alright.
Seems like a lot of what I read seems to say that cooking is up to the DM pretty much how you want to interpret it. But they kind of should put it in one of the stats, I feel. Or one of the skills. Not that it's important, but...
I would think it would be a crafting.
Like, that's what I would go with. Either that or survival, because it's... You need food to survive, but crafting seems like a more appropriate skill. Like, I don't think they have anything like that in D&D, so...
Yeah. How's everyone doing tonight? You guys enjoying the stream? I know a few people said so.
Let's see, cooking. What would that be under? Well, probably crafting, because you're crafting food, and then deception because you have to trick everyone into actually eating what you cook.
Or you could use intimidation to make them eat it.
That's true too.
Oh no, Autumn, I'm sorry to hear that.
You can use intimidation on the food to make it good. Yelling at the food, you better be good.
Or diplomacy cooks everybody, hey, eat it, try it.
Why do you think Gordon Ramsay is such a good chef? He just yells at his food all the time.
Well, what was the last thing you heard? Well, there's 3 strange giants wandering around that do the same thing. That's basically that. Yo, yeah, about the YouTube glitching on you. I think the most difficult part of Pathfinder so far of 2nd edition was making the character.
It was really different.
Once you make the character, you pretty much got a bare bones idea of how to approach it.
The feat system is going to be fun to mess with my next level. Yes, with sorcerers, good there for feet.
Those feet, Kireji's gonna have a good old time.
It's only a pain because it's kind of new there, Haven.
Can't your god like try and fix that for Kireji?
I mean, there's a reason he wears boots all the time, right?
I'll be honest, I don't even remember how to make a character in Pathfinder 1.0. I only made 2 of them, so I was following a guide the whole time.
This was my first time with the Pathfinder system, so it's
Yeah,
not,
they streamlined it a lot.
it's not incredibly different from 5e, but
No.
there are a few things. For
Yeah,
starters, in 5e the monk is terrible, and this is much better.
I don't know, our monk in the first Pathfinder was pretty good, with the exception of him not being able to hit a wizard that's on the ground.
No, you know,
Oh,
spells and such, and rolling ones.
I think he missed him like what 3 times in a row.
Something like that. Darn wizards. Crafty little sons of. Yeah.
Let sleeping wizards lie. That's what they say.
I would think that they would be stunned just at the fact that they were missed, so that would give you a free extra shot.
I don't think Pathfinder has coup de grace.
I think they do.
I want to say I read something about it, but it was like I don't remember about it.
Oh, I haven't run across anything, but I'm not exactly an expert on the system yet.
That make it taking a crack at Age of Empires?
I am so sorry, guys. Okay.
No, you're fine.
That's
That's
okay.
okay.
So, it's now the evening. You four are there in your apartment, basically. Is there anything that you guys want to do together, or shall we pass to the next day?
Yeah, I was in the middle of what kind of drinks would they have?
Gee, well, they are soldiers. They are guards. So, lots of a large reservoir of water, of course. There will definitely be milk, as well as a hearty portion, a hearty amount of your favorite ale and fine drinks. Not a lot of like juices, of orange or apple juices, but really water, milk, and booze.
That's fine.
You do find
Amethyst
a
Autumn.
would, take some of the ale and take it to the table in a sizable mug.
Is this
Trying to
Jane
wind
now?
down after the long day.
That's how you get your kicks, Sammy.
It's been a rough day. Want some?
What's been so rough about today? You got your ring? You got what you were working on.
Oh, this is horrible.
Why drink it?
Oh, because the worse it is, the better it is.
By whose logic?
Mine.
Okay.
mine.
Zaya drinks water.
Oh, what the heck? I grab a mug and pour some of the same stuff that Amethyst is.
Problem is, a lot of the higher higher class drinks, they're generally kind of fruity. You know, like they have a kind of fruity bouquet about them. Honestly, if I wanted that for my drinks, I would just have a nice
cup of juice.
I think there's
Don't you
juice in
agree?
the.
I think maybe you don't drink too much of that.
I'll drink as much as I want. Thank you very much.
Guess as long as she's
Yeah,
not
already
answering
s-
yourself.
She's already slurring her words.
So how about all of you? What kind of drinks do you like?
Water.
I mean, water's good, but it's kind of boring.
Mm,
I like mine with a bit of citrus and cloves. Again, kind of falls back on the
Personne t'a vu, au moins, c'est bon.
That's a good drink too. That's
all
fine.
right.
fruit drinks.
I think the. You all right there?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I am very
Oh.
okay, thank you.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Kevin,
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yes.
Can prestidigitation change the taste of something?
Yeah. Yeah, I can.
I'm gonna change the taste of my drink to make it taste better.
Okay.
Tastes like what do normal people drink? I mean, I don't think there's Coke in this world.
All right then.
Just
Emmer, what about you? What do you like?
tastes like orange. It's orange drink. Orange soda.
What
Good
soda?
Good
What's soda?
stuff.
You can't tell me we got all these like alcohols, but no soda.
Wait, I think I had that once. It's bubbly water with fruit flavor.
We have no
Yeah,
such drinks in Kinding.
They shoot the air into it and it goes in there and it makes it all bubbly.
I'm not sure how I feel about that drink.
Me either.
I don't really know how it works, but I know it tastes good.
I'll give it a try.
Take a sip.
Oh, it's really hilarious at Nobles parties when you pull that stuff out because everyone's really trying their best to keep their belches under their breath, and sometimes they just can't. And the looks they get, all of the looks.
Jimmy.
That does sound pretty hilarious.
Interesting.
So, since we're all here together and we're spending the night, maybe we should spend a little time, I don't know, getting to know each other a little bit better.
Are you sure you want to be giving out information in your state?
And what state is that?
Short.
Like, I haven't heard that one before. Least you could do is come up with something original.
I mean, I'm not saying that you are Ami, but you might be a little bit of a lightweight. Just not necessarily.
You
due
just
to your-
can't help it with the short and the small jokes, can you?
That wasn't even a joke. I'm just. You're already
You just
slurring
can't
your
help
words.
it. You know, I'm still mad at you.
Zaya's just sipping
Why are
her
you mad
water.
at me?
Why am I mad at you? We meet up in the middle of the afternoon. Everything's going
Excuse
great.
me.
Oh, it was this morning. We meet in the middle of the morning. Everything's great. We're catching up. Things are happening. You decide to talk to the circus man that I was trying my hardest to ignore, and then you're like, "Hey, we should go to the circus." So then you talk me into going to the circus. Go into the town, and then we go on a lovely jewelry hunt, and everything's great. We find the thing, and then you decide to go to the church, and you want to start a tussle in the middle of the Grand Cathedral.
I wasn't trying to start a tussle. I just wanted you to punch me.
Pass me.
Why am I mad at you?
I just wanted you to punch me.
You just can't help it. You know, I'm still mad at you.
Why are you mad at me?
You just can't help it. You know, I'm still mad at you. You just can't help it. You know, I'm still mad at you. You just can't help it. You know, I'm still mad at you. You just can't help it. You know, I'm still mad at you. You just can't help it. You know, I'm still mad at you. You just can't help it. You know, I'm still mad at you. You just can't help it. You know, I'm still mad at you. You just can't help it. You know, I'm still mad at you. You just can't help it. You know, I'm still mad at you. You just can't help it. You know, I'm still mad at you. You just can't help it. You know, I'm still mad at you. You just can't help it. You know, I'm still mad at you. You just can't help it. You know, I'm still mad at you. You just can't help it. You know, I'm still mad at you. You just can't help it. You know, I'm still mad at Mr. Garu, you're an expert on tussles, right? You look the sort. Would you consider asking someone to punch you in the middle of a holy place? Something that could be considered trying to start a tussle.
Uh, mm, mm,
It would mostly
Hmm.
depend on the nature of the tussle.
I was
She
just asking her
is
to punch.
trying to get me to punch her so she can set herself on fire.
I'm not quite sure how to answer that one.
best
And
stay
later
out of
she
it.
tells me she wishes you had been there so that you could have done it to her.
Probably would have.
I'm afraid I would not have done such a thing.
Well, good. You do seem like you have a reasonable head on your shoulder.
I
What is
try
it with
to.
this lots of people and not wanting to punch people who want to be punched?
Well,
Well,
imagine that.
Sometimes it can be a good thing and a
Hammer, you didn't strike me as that type of person.
Well, you didn't strike her, so.
Well,
I mean,
I was just about to say that.
Striking indeed.
What did happen while I was gone?
Nothing. I managed to defuse the situation, get her out of there before the priest was going to try to call the guards on us.
Oh boy.
Good idea.
Oh, I have a
She's
few
in there
words
trying to
about
get
that
a
priest.
statue made to the Grand Lord of that man.
Cadenale.
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 almost sounds
Even
like a drink.
Kirji remembers his name.
How could I not?
Well, I'm sorry. Mr. Cadenale, the great Lord of Fire and starting fights in other deities' churches.
Well, it could be his church, too. If that priest wasn't so uppity about it.
What we needed is a good crusade. Purge the land of false gods.
Listen.
Mhm.
When you worship a lesser known deity, the last thing you need to be doing is going around in the middle of the churches talking about how much you want your deity to be there. The church doesn't like it. The big ones don't like it. It's threatening to them and the income that they get from their citizens. Not even to mention, that's just on the ground floor. Whatever's going on up there, you got deities up there having little slap fights with each other. And do you know who gets the brunt of that? Us down here on the ground.
Well,
Dang.
I couldn't have said that better myself.
All right.
Isaiah's just sipping her water. La 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 la.
I know, and I am definitely. Oh, what's the word? I like your fervor you have for Mr. Cadenale, but there are certain ways you need to go about this. You need to try from the bottom rungs and work your way up, not the other way around. If you try to start at the top, the people there are just going to kick you to the road and beat you while you're down.
Well, if you would have just punched me, I would have had all the proof I needed.
Yeah.
Oh, you're new to this whole magic thing, aren't you? Listen, a small healing cantrip in a grand church isn't going to be a sign that your powers are divine. I'm sorry. They'll be skeptical. I don't doubt that you serve this Cadenale and that he's real, but they will. You don't need to convince me, you need to convince them. And
Well,
they will
I was
only do it
trying to.
for something greater than, oh, you healed a bruise. It has to be something grand, something you can tell a story about. Something like how you resurrected the recently deceased lord or someone of great importance with the power of your god, and then they create a statue in commemoration. Something like that. You can't just go in and ask for these kinds of things. This is how they throw you in jail and they lock up the key in a different prison on the other side of the world.
Call it an asylum.
Do you get what I'm trying to say here?
All I'm
have-
hearing is
Wooloo?
I didn't I didn't punch you, and for some reason that makes me mad. Look, I know about the hardships of trying to get people to believe in your god. Why do you think I wanted you to punch me in the first place? Do you think I like being punched? Do you think I'm that kind of woman?
Maybe.
Because honestly, I haven't had very many people punch me, so I don't know if I am. But I can tell you that I was just trying to give a little proof.
It could be arranged.
Don't
Listen,
you
what
start.
you did tonight after everything happened, that was good. That's the kind of channel you're supposed to take with this sort of thing. That's what's going to make people believe in your god and not give you weird looks all the time.
I don't know anything about weird looks.
Have you
Mm,
even seen the way people look at you when you speak?
I've seen smiles and I've seen gasps of sheer awe.
You only see what you want to see, huh?
Mr. Garu, you have a good head on your shoulders. What do you think about this? Or better yet, Lady Xenia, you're a devout believer. You know all about these kinds of channels. What are your thoughts on the matter?
I'm sleeping.
I sleep.
Well, I don't know anything about this Cadenel, but I just know my my belief in Milani. And I'm here to protect everybody who deserves to be protected. I mean,
She gets it.
And you, Mr. Garu, I know
u-
you're not a religious individual, or so you said, so your insight into this matter
Well,
would be
I
very
usually
appreciated.
I generally stay out of the affairs of deities. I I have no doubt that they're there. I just am not affiliated with any of them that I care to say.
I'm just saying, maybe you need to rein it back a little bit when you're in the presence of people in the high uppity up of echelon of society. They don't take kindly to these kinds of things. You have to show a little teensy bit of restraint, or they do things.
Well, I mean, sometimes you have to shake the chain to get the dog to bark.
Oh
You
boy.
know what
You
usually
don't-
happens? The dog eats you.
Unfortunately, if you shake the chain too much, it can cause problems.
Oh, I'm not shaking the chain too much. You think I would have let a brawl happen in a cathedral?
Yeah.
It was
Yes.
just a little. What?
If
What
it
kind of
proves your
people do you
point,
think?
yes.
It sounded like it could have happened.
Why would a brawl have happened if it was just a tiny punch from a tiny woman? It wouldn't have been that big of a deal.
Wars have been
You-
started
you-
over less.
You're saying her punch cannot hurt you? Oh, I'm
Oh, I was planning on it, but that was the whole point.
Listen, you severely overestimate my ability to be able to injure people with my fist.
Well, okay, fine. Punch me right here.
Oh,
no.
God, here we are again.
Ladies,
We're sort of
We're not in a
ladies.
cathedral.
right now.
ladies,
in a cathedral.
you people really get into it when you do, huh? My goodness, we're starting to sleep down here.
Is Valyria in here too?
Oh, I'm sorry, Mrs. Vanya. Am I being
Look.
too loud?
Hey, Deadpool.
We've just all had a huge evening, and I think that it'll be wise for you all to sleep because tomorrow I I don't think tomorrow is going to be a smaller day for you all.
I apologize for our drunk friend.
I am not drunk. You haven't even seen me when I get drunk.
Oh, good lord.
I think
Here we go again.
Uh,
Anyway, just
with-
turn the
with-
light off when you guys are done.
With that, Chris is like, I'm just going to retire for tonight.
Fine. I'm gonna stay up a couple more minutes and finish this. Hopefully, quietly, and I'll be off to bed. Yeah.
Are you able to
And-
get in bed just fine?
I noticed we only have 2 beds.
Well, there's 2 rooms, but I mean, there's enough beds for everybody. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
It's just the image that I took.
Kireji will tuck you in with his foot.
1,000-foot tuck.
Oh yeah!
I'm sorry I got so carried away. We'll have to catch up and get to know each other a little bit better tomorrow.
And hopefully with less punching. In this case.
And less drinking?
I don't know about that one.
Well, seeing as no one's punched me yet, I can say that there'll definitely be
Oh,
less
I can
punch.
punch you if you want!
Why do I speak?
What'd you say? Could you speak a little louder?
When you look,
I
Kireji's
can't
already
hear you
gone.
all the way down there.
Fine. You two have fun with your saber head brawl. I am going to go lay down. And whatever. Good night.
Good night.
Um, um,
I'm going to bed now.
Moving on.
I'm already gone.
no,
Oh, dead.
okay. Did Amethyst just like walk off and go to bed?
Yeah, she would have walked off and went to bed.
I hope so.
What's Kireji doing?
He's off to bed too.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess we're all off to bed then.
It's only
Mr.
you
C.
now.
Well, I'll take this time to poison everyone's drinks for tomorrow. It's just okay. I'll go off to bed.
Interesting. All right, and with that ends the first. What?
He's sleeping.
Sleeping on the. Okay.
No.
Just think of it as a bed, not a bookcase, but a bed.
Yeah, there you go. the 2 of them will share a bed and then continue their argument in the bed.
Mm.
All right, and with that ends the first evening, the first day of our campaign. And give me just 2 seconds to get this thing done. I'll be right back very soon.
Okay.
Okay.
Ah, that's great. Yeah, we'll have to get to know each other a little bit more tomorrow or sometime.
Hopefully without killing each other, from the sounds of it.
No, I don't think we'll kill each other. I
I don't
mean,
know.
one healing spell will cure the hurt right away. I mean,
Things were getting pretty heated there.
they're not dead until they stop breathing, right?
Sure.
That's great. Ah. Ranking
Okay.
up religion is probably a bad idea.
It's fun so far. It's fun.
Yep.
For now.
For now.
All right. So the evening. So there are 2 rooms, but there are multiple beds. Let's see here. I'm gonna do a. Let's see if I can remember how to.
I think we've learned Amethyst is lightweight. Literally, like one sip and she's drunk.
Just spilling out everything.
Apparently, she's one of those political drunks.
Oh no. Well,
Maybe we get her to drink enough, she'll actually throw a punch. We'll see.
let's do 1d24. All right. All right. So the evening happens. I'm sorry. The night happens more or less without any other surprises. The noises from the streets slowly die out during the night. Seems that the guards are well on their way to at least calm the uproar. Maybe not calm the hearts of everybody, but at least the streets for now are calmed down during the night. So morning arrives pretty well, pretty quickly. Amethyst, you are the first one up, and you had quite a not the easiest of sleeps, and I think you know why. Something happened during the night that that kept you awake for a good part, and it was just not enjoyable.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
But
Oh, I don't snore.
but the first glances of sunlight start to peer into your window. The first rays of sunlight hit the white tower, creating a rainbow scope of a myriad of colors peering through the window, and so it is a very beautiful sight as your eyes start to adjust to the morning light once again. Amethyst. Is there anything that you would like to do, being the first one up, or if not, then the rest of the crew will slowly start to rise on their own as well.
Well, upon getting up in the morning, she would head into the kitchen, again looking for a bite to eat and possibly some nice juices for the morning for everyone.
All right, you find what you need. Actually, there are a few plates and drinks that are already laid out on the table in the living room. They are already placed there before you wake up, even.
Well, in that case, she would head back into her room and get herself ready for the day.
I was gonna say, I hope she says flip the bed. Hope she says flip the bed.
It's morning.
Oh, that's gonna be a great group.
Don't just lie there. Get up.
All right. So.
All right. The next one to awake to the smell of a warm and nice breakfast is Kireji, who is in the kitchen. It seems, I guess. Who's on the cupboard?
He stuffed
And,
himself up there.
The smell of crisp bacon wakes you up. What? What? No, you're not there. Get out. All right. And so Kireji wakes up, and you also see a nice spread of breakfast already laid out on the table for you all.
Oh well, that was kind of them.
And he eats all the breakfast.
And he eats every bite.
Yeah.
I don't know where yours guys is. This.
Zaya, you are next to wake up.
I do my devotions for the day.
Yeah, okay. And Emma is just snoring, man. Emma is still out. I mean, she's still sleeping.
She's had a long, hard day of nobody punching her.
Well, we could throw some water on her. That'll work.
Don't you dare. Don't you dare, Amethyst. I know what you think.
That bed flip idea is still over there.
Just ruin these guardsmen's beds by flipping them and tossing them. Property of Eastwall.
It can't be that expensive.
Just tell her that somebody was a rough sleeper. I mean, tossing and turning all night. That's no wonder why Amethyst didn't sleep well.
All right. So Kireji, when you see Amethyst walk out, whenever she does, you notice that she has bags under her eyes, as though she's a bit tired still, but the rest of her seems fine and awake. It's just that you particularly notice that she's not, fully well rested.
You look like you had a rough night. Did you and the other one continue your argument?
Oh no, I passed out. She's still passed out. Morning, Mr. Garou.
Morning, Amethyst.
Have good dreams?
Not too many, I'm afraid.
Sorry to hear that.
The hour passes, and Zaya walks out as well. Seeing a nice spread of breakfast laid out before you at your seat.
Ah, breakfast. My compliments to the chef. And starts
Good
digging
morning,
in.
Lady Xenia.
Who was the chef?
Probably one of the guard or the tavern man downstairs or whatever, whoever feeds the guards.
Oh, I thought it was Mr. Garou.
No, I'm afraid I'm not that skilled of a cook.
Oh, I saw you asleep on the counters there, so I thought you got tired after making breakfast and decided to go back to sleep.
I just want the women to have a better sleep.
Anybody see our
That's
resident
very-
fire lady?
That's very
What?
gentlemanly of you.
I try to be sometimes.
Oh, Emmer? Oh, she's still passed out. Somebody
Ember's
wants to go splash a mug of water on her. I'm sure she'd love that.
Better than a punch.
All right.
We need to get going, so here's this mug of water. You want to go splash it on her? I know you
Oh, as tempting as it is, I trying to diffuse the situation and tensions between us as much as I can. And spite of what happened last night.
You still remember what happened last night?
Of course, I still remember.
Oh, I guess you didn't. Okay.
I'm sorry, I tend to get a bit heated when, well, things like that happen.
To flip the bed or not flip the bed? Flip the bed or not flip the bed?
You hear a knock on the door.
Hmm?
A knock on the second floor entrance anyway.
Come in.
Hey, Blue Rose.
All right. The door opens and the good old Captain Valera shows up and says, good. You are all awake. It seems, maybe.
Oh, good morning, Miss Vanera. Thank you for the breakfast.
Yes, it hit the spot.
Please. problem.
Darn it. Okay, then I don't have to throw water on you.
I hope you are well rested because I have found some good information that will help you lead you in your on your way.
Oh, you know where he is? Or general area then?
Close. I didn't work all night. I had sleep too. But what I did manage to find was this, and and she pulls out a record, noting at which inn Barrett Greaves slept last night. Sorry, last night, and that his personal belongings were still there. Not right now, but basically before uh, before the events of the Red Tent were still there, and that right now it's gone. But that is where he slept for the night, so probably find some clues there first.
All right. That's where we'll head. Maybe somebody seen him, what direction he went, or maybe dropped a hint where he was going. You're right
The
there,
sooner
Emma?
we find this Muppet, the sooner we can move on from this and help everyone.
I agree with helping everyone.
Yes, and then we can get answers from this wannabe performer.
Sounds like a good idea to me.
All right, very well. Look, here is the record. Should you need anything, either hit me up here or you can also contact me at the Falling Wizard. It's right over there. You can't miss it. The Falling Wizard.
All right.
And with that, good luck. And again, thank you for your help.
Godspeed.
Quite appreciated.
No problem.
I was at the Falling Wizard last night, so I could probably show you the way.
May Milani's blessing be upon you.
Oh, well, I don't know about blessings or
You
anything.
too.
I was
thanks.
talking to.
Same to you. Thank you.
Emma's kind of rubbing her eyes a bit because she's still kind of waking up. And then as she hears that, he's like, "Oh, and Cadenale just cast his gaze upon."
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's not forget him either, or whatever it is.
You might want to keep an eye on your friend over there, lest she gets into trouble.
Oh, both
Or-
eyes. As often as I can spare them.
One for me, unfortunately.
I didn't know you were that kind of girl, Amethyst.
Sorry, what now?
What?
Oh my.
The morning has just begun.
Oh, what did I miss?
I know I'm very shapely, but
You are an enigma sometimes.
I'm more
To the
than-
record we go.
Thank you. Yes.
uh,
Onwards, my friends.
I didn't know where this conversation was going.
All right, so you step out into the crisp morning air. It's a bit chilly today. The air of mystery still lingers in the atmosphere as the residents of Eastwall today are a bit more on guard and uh, are a bit less festive than the celebrations of the Day of Nora would lead to believe. But nevertheless, the city has begun to run. Uh, uh, its its occupants are slowly walking out and mostly heading towards the marketplace for another big day of commerce and in, and interactions. And so the paper that Valeria had given you was basically the uh, in registrations for the Falling Wizard, uh, uh, of who signed in and who signed out.
Oh,
Um,
did he even sign out?
yes. Uh, you you see on the first page there's Barrett Greaves who signed in uh, last night or like last night,
Mm-hmm.
and on the signing out section, you can see his initials have been uh, hastily written down, very hastily, barely recognizable, uh, uh, and they were signed out before today.
Hmm. Hmm.
seems like
Well,
he was in a bit of a hurry.
a little bit. Let's do some investigating over there and then see if we can find what direction he might have gone.
That would be
This
good.
seems like
Oh,
this place needs to start.
quick question.
Yeah.
So where are we on the map?
No, it's
Are we-
not. Shouldn't be too far from the military.
Do you not see the marker?
Yeah, there's a marker right there.
Okay, so I thought we already went. So we didn't go to the inn yet?
We are on our way to the NES.
Okay, for some reason I thought we were already there. Okay.
hey,
Well, now we are.
Okay.
Fast travel.
Okay,
everyone, I'd like to say something. I think
Okay.
it's slightly important.
Hmm?
I didn't want to bring it up when we were being so thoroughly watched by Mrs. Gardus, or but when Lady Zenya dispatched that creature yesterday, it said something.
Oh.
Oh?
And what did it say?
Oh,
It was a little garbled, you could say, considering she had just displaced its head from its shoulders, but I believe it said something about flying in its dying breath. So, the first word was something I couldn't quite make out and I didn't really recognize, but I think the second word was flying.
Hmm.
I
So
wonder what that could mean.
I'm wondering if maybe that has something to do with our case. It was well, it was the speech of the dragons that it was speaking. I'm pretty sure anyway.
The speech of dragons.
It's not something I like to go flaunting about, that I know how to speak that, but my father thought it would be prudent for a lady of my upbringing to possibly be able to converse with the beasts in case any unforeseen encounters were to happen.
Hmm.
So I've had some schooling in that regard. I'm hoping this fellow in cahoots with these things, and perhaps he has the ability of flight, thus meaning he, well, he might have flown out of here. That's the point I'm making. That's my current theory based on what the thing said.
Like the chicken he is.
Oh no, that wouldn't be good. But you know,
that
people
would-
might have seen that too. So
At night, in such a ruckus? Oh,
you
you
know,
greatly overestimate people's ability to see what's going on above them.
Does anyone remember what the skies were like last night? Was it cloudy or?
Cloudy with a chance of charlatan.
uh, 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 uh.
Not meatballs.
All
Not
right.
meatballs.
What was the weather like last night? Was it? Was there like a bright moon, or was it a new moon?
It was not a new moon, not a full moon, but like a very close to a full moon, but not yet, not a full moon at all.
A
So the-
waxing gibbous.
So would you say that night was pretty clear? You might be able
Yeah.
to see something flying in the sky.
It was relatively clear for a crisp autumn evening. Yeah.
Hmm. Well, let's go
while-
investigate.
While you guys are making your way towards the falling wizard, um, uh, you catch a few civilians looking your way. Some are muttering uh, towards you. Some who have seen you, who last night. Some who remember you guys were uh, having defended them in the tent, uh, and there were also some others who seemed to blame you for the events of last night, but uh, they mostly just keep themselves and they talk amongst themselves uh, without trying to engage you at all. Just some bits and pieces of conversations that you pick up. There are uh, many are in favor of you. Some have no idea who you are, and just a small handful are seem to be negative towards you.
Hmm.
But you make your way to the falling wizard, which, by the way, you can't miss it. Um,
Especially with wizards falling.
all right, so you reach the falling wizard. The being the morning, the atmosphere is a lot calmer. The people there are mostly just there to have their morning breakfast, without trying to draw attention to themselves. Hardly anyone notices you four as you walk in. The uh, the one behind the counter notices you four and invites you in, and says, come in, the travelers. Yes, yes, please make yourself at ease. How can I help you for this morning? Welcome to the Falling Wizard.
We're looking for a name or a man named whatever that Garrett. Is it what's his name? Garrett?
Barrett Greaves.
Barrett Greaves. I was wondering if you had any information on him or his whereabouts and where he might have gone.
Who would be asking? This is some. I don't tend to publicly share information about
It,
residents.
We're on
it's
official East Wall guard business.
That we are.
we need to ask him some questions that concern the safety and security of Eastwall.
He was the one
Ah.
responsible for all the
Yeah.
riots last night.
Yes. Well, in that case, you see, the owner shoot a glance towards someone to his right, quickly, as though looking for approval in that direction, and being satisfied, he turns around towards you guys and says, "Yes, yes. Let's see, Barrett Greaves." As he pulls out his ledger and quickly sifts to the proper page and says, "Ah, yes, Barrett, Mr. Greaves. Yes, he checked in here, uh, 2 days ago, right before the day of Nora, and yes, I remember it was about 7 or 8 p.m. last night. Uh, I saw him burst through the door, very hastily, and without even looking at me, he quickly dashed upstairs to his room, and not a minute later did he grab all of his stuff and was rushing down and was aiming towards outside, and I'm not too sure, but I'm pretty sure that I heard him muttering something uh, about retirement and Rockfall and Sandpoint stuff.
Rockfall and Sandpoint. Where are those? What?
Rockfall's not too far from here. It's actually where I
yes,
just
well,
came back from.
Rockfall is the port town to the east, and Sandpoint, I believe, is on a completely different other continent. But I've never been
Okay.
there. That's just what I heard about that
All right,
name.
so he might be going to Sandpoint then. Has there anybody been checked into his room since, or into that room since he's left?
See here. Nope. Actually, I I'm not too proud of saying this, but uh, ever since the events of last night, there have been many checkouts that happened recently. Um,
Would we
what
be able
exactly
to?
happened last night? Seems a lot of people came in here with quite the scare.
There's nothing to worry about. We're taking care of the situation.
All right then, I'll leave it to your hands, adventurers.
Would we be able to go see the room then?
Did you hear him, Annie? He called us adventurers.
Did.
Well, normally, no, but since you guys are on, yes, you guys are indeed on royal business. Sure. Uh, please, the door's unlocked. It's number 3 on the second floor.
Thank you very much.
We appreciate your kindness. May Malani's blessings be upon you. We'll be back down momentarily.
Yes, and may the god of the month favor you as well.
All right, so we go up to the room.
Yeah.
And see if he's left anything behind.
All right. So entering the room, uh, the room. First of all, the bed is a mess. It's not done at all. Um, uh, the the chair of the desk is on the floor. It's fallen down. Um, the place looks like a mess. However, There is there is a scrap of paper that is fallen on the floor by the desk, and there is a currently burning lamp on the desk. The the candle it appears very short, as though it burned all night. There is some wax that's overflowing the candle holder, and right, the candle is small. It's barely flickering, and by it, near it on the floor, there is a scrap of halfly burnt paper.
Pick it up and examine its contents.
All right, so it's half burnt paper, which uh, but from what you can glance from the contents of it, like half the message, it, it it seems to have been a message to uh, Barrett Greaves about uh, stuff happening to the west, uh, near Lorna's Pass in Weavertown. Something about people acting very sickly, uh, very oddly, and driven to madness. And it's also written in a big pencil, written over the original text, uh, is the word profit with a big circle over it. Profit as in money, not yeah, profit money.
Yeah.
Uh, and that word is like circled 3 or 4 times around, and the rest is illegible.
Hmm. So he might have been doing this to profit from it, but it didn't work. Anything else in the room other than this piece of paper?
Um, just nicks and scratches on the floor and on the walls of seemingly objects bumping into the wall and scratching on the floor.
How about under the bed or under the mattress or?
Um, uh, Under the bed, you simply find a flyer for Barry Greaves' grand show.
Well, I'll take that. I don't know if they have any of those flyers. We can possibly take that in for evidence.
I still have my flyer.
Yeah.
I threw mine in the garbage.
But nothing else. It was all about money.
Um,
Yeah, it sounds like.
The room was seemingly picked clean. Do a let's see here. What skill could it be? How about you do a society check, or yeah, society check, sure.
For everyone or just
Zaya.
say okay.
Well,
Or
yeah, I don't have a very good role in that.
that's fine. That is fine.
Just so happened it's a DC 5.
Hey, you're in luck. All right, so that room doesn't seem to have much else on that. The window is shut down, and yes.
All right.
No.
We can take this and the other information back to.
So we have a piece of paper. It's got some writing on it, and it seems like it's a letter to Barrett Greaves.
Yes.
And it's a little burnt up.
Yes, like he was
Yes.
trying to destroy evidence.
It's quite obvious he didn't want us to see something, or anyone else for that matter.
He sure did a bad job of it.
Yeah.
He was in a hurry, so I mean, I'm surprised he picked over the room as clean as he did, being in such a hurry.
Does it look like there's any information on the piece of paper that's missing, or?
Well, yeah, it's burnt, so there's a lot of information that's not there anymore. Very definition of missing.
Aye.
Wait, Emmer, your god Cadenale is the god of fire, right? Can he unfire things?
I do.
I
I have
don't
a
think so.
do I have a spare piece of paper?
Yeah.
Could we try to do a rubbing on the desk and see if there was any, like, you know, how, see if there's like any writing or anything that it picked up, or, it was just an idea.
That's what I was thinking too.
I don't know what you're talking about. I mean,
Goodness, how hard does he press on the pen
Yeah,
to go into wood?
Yeah.
oh, that's what you meant. Oh, wow.
yeah.
Yeah.
From what you see in the letter, it was not him who wrote the letter, but he received it.
Oh, okay. This is
So,
wondering.
There's no other pieces of the letter around? Or is that just the amalgamation of what we've got?
right, yeah.
Okay.
You can see some scattered ash around the candle.
Well, actually, hold on.
Hey, Amy.
That would seem to. Let me take a big look at this. I don't think you would be able to use something like prestidigitation to restore an object to its former unburnedness, would you?
No, that's not something. That's not something that the spell can do. I'm afraid.
We tried.
It could be used to maybe write something on a paper, but to restore a broken object is not something that I can do. I believe
That's something like mend would be able to do.
mending would definitely be already be a lot better. Yes.
Dang it. I was gonna get mend instead of
Perhaps we
something
should.
else.
Perhaps we should
Oops.
bring it back to the military base to see if anyone would know where we should take it to potentially have it fixed.
Well, they said there's some magical place around here where they took the body.
Well, perhaps we should check that out then.
Okay. All right.
And we don't have any clues as to if he actually left the room.
The barkeep mentioned that
He took off.
he
He did.
hastily took off while muttering. Yeah.
The port and the sand.
Okay, so Sandpoint, Rockfall. I know where Rockfall is. Is Sandpoint the continent that's to the east-ish of Rockfall?
Yeah.
Okay. Would Emma know about
Southeast.
that? Would Emma know if Rockfall has a ship, a port that goes to Sandpoint?
Yeah. I mean, ships from all over arrive at Rockfall.
Okay, so she would make the assumption that probably that
Or is that flying connected in any way to Rockfall? Kind of like maybe an airship.
Are there airships in Rockfall? or is it just regular ships?
There's an airship in the capital city, but not in Rockfall.
Okay. And the capital city is like other
West.
west, yeah. Okay. It's like, she would speak out to everyone and say, so I think we've got the decision to make. It seems like he's going to be going to Rockfall so that he could get a ship to Sandpoint. Now, I can't imagine he's there already. But he might be able to be caught before he makes it through. What's the one town that's between Rockfall and here? We were just there.
Oh, he's probably booking it.
Meet me.
Harlem.
Yes, Harlem.
Well, if we get this message to Valera, she might be able to send a message.
I think that should be our first priority, and then we can go check out the body, because if we have an idea of where he's heading, then they could perhaps make a stopping point. What are they called?
A blockade, a checkpoint.
Checkpoints? Yeah, something like that. Of course, I'd be surprised if they haven't already done that. It's not like we're, I mean, Eastwall is kind of basically on an island.
Yes, exactly. But if he can fly, he can just go over the water.
But for how long can he fly?
I don't know.
We're assuming
none of
that
us
he can
know.
still fly. We're assuming he can fly, and we have not seen him fly. So
I feel like if he could have just fly, he would have flew out of there.
yeah,
Yeah, but you don't want everyone to see that you can fly.
I would want everyone to see
I
me
think
fly.
flying is a red herring.
Flapper.
So let's go to Valera and give her this information, and then see if they can restore the. It sounds like a freaking cat.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's my cat.
Well, you weren't wrong.
Then we can see if we can get the letter restored and see what the whole thing says, and then we can also look into the body really fast, and then take off after him. See if we can get some transportation. Maybe get to Rockfall faster than him.
Oh, do you think maybe they could lend us a cart?
Maybe we'll see. Let's go.
Yep.
All right.
Sounds like a plan.
So you guys quickly make your way back to the guard's office. You tell Valera what happened, and she listens intently, and she agrees that the best course of action right now would be that you guys quickly make your way towards Rockfall by stopping at the midpoint, small outpost of Harina, and she'll be more than happy to lend you a faster method of transportation.
All right. Did you say if you can mend the paper or anything, or?
Valera does not have any mending magic, unfortunately.
What about the magicians here, or the higher, the ones that know magic a little bit more? Do you think they would be able to look into?
Yes. Yeah, yeah, sure.
All right.
I would definitely give this to those in charge of that. Yes, thank you. This is very good.
All right. and then
Could I say just because I'm pretty sure, just in case, I did want to say we grab the ashes that were around because I'm pretty sure mending requires all of the material that was there. So
Good point.
I just wanted to say that, just so it's clear, we took the ashes too.
All right, you took the ashes as well.
Yeah, as well
she-
as the paper.
She grabs that as well, and she assures you that she will go and meet up with those who can do the magic of that. And she tells you to meet up with her at the eastern edge of town to arrange fast transportation.
Okay. So are we just gonna head over to the east part of town and wait for this transportation thing?
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Let's go.
Before
Well, let's go.
Before.
we do that, I've just got to run to the market for something real quick, and then I'll meet up with you guys there.
All right.
No disturbing people in the temple area.
I'll only be just a moment.
Tick tock goes the clock.
Somebody please punch me.
What's with all the bruises? What happened?
All right. Do you want to tell us what you're doing, or more in a whisper, or?
I'll whisper it to you.
Okay. Good. Okay.
We
So,
still need to do our.
Whatever that happens, and you guys all make your way towards the eastern edge of the city where you meet up with. Give me a second here. Where you meet up with the captain of the guards over there. And so you see her waiting by the edge of by the entrance of the city.
How are we gonna? What travel were you able to procure for us?
She turns around towards you and says, "Ah, yes, it's you guys. Okay." And you see her close her eyes, for just a quick second.
The summoning of the horses.
And immediately, in a quick puff of magic smoke, she disappears and quickly reappears. Slightly different though.
What just happened?
Hmm.
Oh, Lady Vanilla, that's a neat trick. You'll have to teach me that one someday.
I knew
Glad
something.
you like it. It's extremely useful. But yes, thanks you all for being here. Right, so you guys are headed towards Harina So, yes, here are your mounts, and and she begins to conjure up a spell, and immediately appearing right in front of you are 4 shadow stallions, conjured up from magic.
Yippee-yo-ki-yay!
They they're there, fully saddled, and fully awaiting orders.
Oh, well, thank you, Miss Vanera. We'll take care of him, and
Please, it is me who thanks you for service done to Eastwall, and good luck. And we'll make sure to come in contact with you if the evidence we have here, be it the letter, the body, or the potion, ever becomes something relevant to what you guys are doing.
all right. Is there any way you could send a message to the towns ahead of us, by bird or by magic, to watch out for this individual?
Good point. I will do that. Yes, I will definitely make sure to have contacted those in front of you. Yes, good idea.
Is there anything? Oh, we have to wait for Emma.
Oh yes.
No,
Did I-
we can go now. We'll...
Mr. Garu, she might be a bit eccentric, but
No.
I'm sure she'll be very useful during our journey.
Yes, I did notice that your group was a bit quiet today. We're a bit quiet right now. She definitely reminds me of someone who was
And who
as
would-
eccentric as her.
And who would that been?
Oh, some bard. She is a close friend of mine that we had adventures with. Haven't seen her in about a year, but
Oh, it sounds like you miss her.
That's not
Well-
the impression I'm getting.
Sounds complicated to me.
It's complicated.
Well, you'll have to tell us about some of your journeys when we have time. Wait,
Yes, well,
look at that. Look at the time. Emma, you're late.
I do see your friend there coming towards us, so that is great. You guys make sure to keep us posted. Good luck, Godspeed, and I really hope that we can get to the bottom of this before it becomes worse.
All right.
And so you see Valera start running towards the inside of the city, and she crouches down while running, and suddenly jumps, and a pair of purple wings sprout on her back as she flies up and makes her way back towards the
Well, she
Middle-
flies.
middle of the city.
Huh.
What a curious woman that one.
Hmm,
Not quite
so
what I
this
took
is-
her for at first glance.
She's a witch.
So this is how things are
Not the
on
word
this-
I would have used.
This side of the world.
All right.
All right, so
Let's-
the 4 shadowy steeds await you.
Let's get going. Hurry up and mount your horse. Emma.
Could somebody possibly help me? This is a little on the high side.
Allow me.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Garu.
You need a boost? I don't think a riding dog could run as fast as the Shadow Stallions.
All right, so
I should also try to ride the horse standing up to like I did the carriage.
what is up with you and sitting down?
He just wants to fall to his death faster.
No,
It would appear so.
maybe that's what happened with my foot
Yeah. Got trampled by
by a shadowy horse.
horses.
That's part of his backstory, yes.
Alrighty, we ride on towards
All right, so Rockfall is to the east, which means that you will definitely be going this way.
while we're in full up gallop, we're gonna be looking to the side to see if there's any encampment or any signs of somebody was set up camp.
All right. And during your travels towards Arena, the main road passes through a wooded region. The path continues, but there's like a forest canopy that partially blocks the sun, and for a short while you are surrounded by trees. Basically, the forest.
Mm-hmm.
As you make your way towards that. Let's see here. The horses come to a slower trot as the road becomes a bit less flat and less straight as it takes turns here and there. And let's see here. I need to make a macro for you guys' perception checks. Oh well. I'll have to do that soon.
Do it now!
I could.
I have to go in 2 minutes to go pick up Sarah. I can keep
Alright.
going. Because I've just got to. We're like, she works 5 minutes away from her house, so it won't take me very long.
Okay.
I'll join in on Discord.
You know what?
On my phone.
I think it'd be a good idea for me to end for tonight and go meet up with my wife to make sure things are doing good.
Okay.
Okay.
But the as you are walking in the evening, not in the evening, but in the forest, let's see here, Kireji,
Yep.
you have this odd feeling that during while in the forest, something or someone has eyes on you, and you think that you hear twigs snapping to the left of you, to the right of you, around you. You're not too sure if it's phantom sounds that your mind's making up or if you're actually hearing them, but you definitely have this odd feeling about this about right now.
Something doesn't feel right about this.
And
No, I've been hearing funny noises in the trees.
What kinds of noises, Mr. Garou? Like
twig
goblin
snap.
noises?
No. Like twig snapping. Almost as if something is following us.
Sounds like goblin noises to me.
And just as we end the session, you look to your left, Kireji, and on the forest floor, very near a tree, you find half hidden in a bush, a steel animal trap.
Hmm. Okay.
And that is going to be where this night ends.
Yeah,
This
it'll
game
probably
ends.
be in 2 weeks there, Haven. But do we want to go on a raid really fast, or we call it here?
I gotta leave.
Okay.
It was fun. Thank you, everybody.
All right.
Yep.
Hope
Well-
everything is okay with your wife, Kevin.
Yes.
As you could probably notice, I was a bit distracted tonight. I'm sorry.
No,
No,
you're
it's
fine.
It's
Don't worry
fine.
about
Good.
Like that stuff happens.
Yeah, it's totally fine. So you take it easy. You take care of your wife.
You
We'll
got
see
it.
you later. Let us know if everything's fine. All right.
Thanks, guys. You got it.
Thanks, guys. We'll
Take
take
the
it easy.
time out of your week.
Thank you guys for being here. Really do appreciate it. We're not going to go on a raid, but we will be streaming here momentarily in about 30 minutes on another game. So, you guys, take it easy. We'll see you later. Thank you for coming. Bye!
I mean,
is over, 'cause I start thinking again about our time together. When the night is over, my life is over, 'cause I start thinking again about our time together. When the night is over, my life is over, 'cause I start thinking again about our time together. When the night is over,